Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining my life. I've just been so um I've been so weighty with this thought in my head, and I thought to share with anyone who cares to listen. So I'm not going to be spending so much time on this life. I'll just try to go straight to the point, and I'll just go straight to the point what I've been wanting to say. So, what I've been wanting to say is that you will be fine. That's what entered into me while I slept at night. I didn't quite sleep deep. I know we are in that stage or that time of the year where we just worry over certain things. We worry over things that are not there. We worry over things that are obviously there. But I just want to tell you this morning that you will be fine. You will definitely be fine. I'm going to use some of my experiences in life, and I'm going to first talk about what does it mean to be fine. It means to be comfortable. It means to be pleased. It means to be satisfied. It means to be very, 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 very impressed, comfortable without anything too serious. That's what it means to be fine. Don't be worried. Don't take things too seriously. You will be fine. You will be fine. That's what I just came here to tell you tonight or today, that you are definitely going to be fine. I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying it's the perfect way, but I'm just going to share with you how to gradually journey your way from being that sad looking person, from being that weighty looking person, into being that happy person. You will be fine. I cannot overemphasize this word. You will be fine. You don't have to be comfortable to be fine. You don't have to be so 100% impressed to be fine. I think being fine is a state of mind. Being fine is a state of mind. And you will be fine. Don't take things too seriously. Now, let's talk about those things that weigh us down as humans, most especially in the end of the year and at the start of another year. We always have things that weigh us down. Oh, I wanted to achieve this in 2025. I wasn't able to achieve it. And 2025 is just 5 days or 6 days left. And it will just end. To be okay. I wanted to buy a house. I wanted to build a house. I wanted to travel abroad. All of these things come to your mind every single time. And most of the time, at the middle of the year, you're not really bothered. You're just saying, let's see. We still have time. We still have time. The year is just there. We still have 6 months to the time. That's when you start thinking, okay, let's keep building. But when it's December, you see people, depression is always high in December, even in January as well. people, their joyful time and moment and seasons start dropping, their happiness levels start dropping, everything just start dropping because it's the end of the year and we're getting into another year. And you start taking self-appraisal. We are going to talk about that in another video. You start doing a self-appraisal. What did I even achieve this year? I tried so many things. I did not achieve anything. Don't worry. You will be fine. You will be fine. That's what I just came here to tell you today. That you will be fine. I've been worried for a long time. I've been there before. I was worried before. Worried for not having certain things, worried for not being where I ought to be, worried for not being able to do certain things, worried for not being able to help those I wish to and I desire to help. I was so worried. And guess what? It just it, it stole my joy. As soon as it stole my joy, it stole my peace as well. I didn't have peace of mind. I was not happy. Nothing actually made sense all this time. The whole time, nothing, absolutely nothing made any sense because I was so, I was so weighty with those things that I choose or that I desire to achieve and was not able to achieve them. I became so heavy. I'm skinny, but I was so heavy. I weighed a lot because I was carrying too many things on my chest. At the time, one of the things that helped me was listening to messages on YouTube, just like you guys are watching me now. I did the exact same thing because I didn't know how to get myself out of that situation. It became too bulky for me. And I started listening to sermon. I started listening to people who were making sense in their discussion. I go on social media. I don't just go on social media for nasty things or things that's not going to add value to me. We're going to talk about value as you journey into 2026 because you should be intentional about yourself. We're going to make a separate video for that. But right now, I'm talking about that. I'm telling you that you will be fine. This was so heavy. I started scouting for help mentally, emotionally, things that are meaningful. Don't just come on social media and watch things that are not meaningful, things that are not going to add value to you. I started listening to important things. And today, here is me talking to you guys. I may not be that perfect person you want to see. I may not have so much experience, but I have experience well enough to be able to transfer some certain level of knowledge to you guys. You will be fine. You will be fine. Don't allow what you've not achieved at the moment steal your joy and take away your peace. Do not allow things you see around you. Part of the things that I want to say, let me just dive straight into it. Know those things that trigger your sad moment and stay away from them. This is very important. Identify in anything you do in this life, try to be able to identify. Identify those things that steal your peace, that takes away your peace, and just excuse yourself from that situation. You have the power to be at peace with yourself. You have the power to make yourself fine. Why do you keep doing things that you know hurts your feelings? Let me give an example. Everyone is on WhatsApp. Everyone has got a WhatsApp. You could be in a WhatsApp group or you have people on your statuses. This is the time where people just pop at different things into their WhatsApp statuses, into their Instagram stories, into their Facebook stories, into their TikTok, into their X. That's totally fine. It's a personal thing. You have that person, you need to make that personal decision to not go into certain people's statuses and start watching. Don't go into their Facebook stories. Don't go into their Instagram stories, whatever it is. Just see it and deliberately ignore it. Because these are the things that triggers sad moments in people's life. Believe me, I'm telling you the truth. These are one of the things. Imagine you wanting to buy a house. I always use the physical things as an example, so I would be able to explain it in clearer details. You've been wanting to buy a house for the past 3, 4, 5 years, whatever years it is. You've not been able to achieve it, and you see somebody maybe probably younger than you, or somebody who just started doing the same thing you've been doing for years. So, in career or whatever it is, the person is quite younger than you, and that person has been able to get a house. You eventually saw that post. Guess what it's gonna do to you? It's gonna trigger sadness inside of you. Now, don't get this wrong. Some people will say that's jealousy. No, that's not jealousy. Jealousy is when you see something like that, you'll be like, I wish I can harm this person to covet what he has. I wish I can harm this person to get that thing he has. That's jealousy. But when you see some things that you've been wanting to do and somebody else does it, and you become sad, that overwhelming feeling like, when will I be able to achieve this? When will I be able to get there? How would I be able to get there? When you have this overwhelming feeling of sadness, that's when it leads to jealousy. That's when it leads to you wanting to convert somebody's property or somebody's thing. That's when it leads you to to being to being very, very dangerous, because you have allowed your sadness overwhelmed you, and you you ended up creating that scenario, making that picture, creating that scene to see that post, or to see that thing, or to see that thing. Now you're going to ask me, wherever you are watching me from now, you're going to ask me, how can I turn my eyes to things is happening around me? Of course you can. You have your power. There's something we call willpower. Willpower seems so easy, but it's truly not easy. You you need to cultivate that strength to tell yourself, no, I'm not I'm not going to see this. I'm not doing this. I'm going to tell you for free. There are places that you don't want to be at this end of year and at the start of next year. There are places you should tell yourself you don't want to be. Every human being, every human being knows what triggers something on their inside. Stop it if you know it. Don't force yourself. And don't allow somebody out there who don't know how you feel tell you how you're gonna act. Do the right thing. That's fair. That's true. But don't allow somebody who's out there who doesn't know how you feel on your inside tell you how to behave. Now, I'm not saying do nasty things. Get this straight. Get this very, very clear. Understand me. Whatever you don't understand, ask me a question. I'm ready to answer you. And whatever you want to say to me, or whatever you want to add to this discussion, I'm open to suggestion. I am very open to suggestion. And I would even love it if we have the time to discuss. I have the time. I can create the time for us to talk about anything. Know what trigger you to be sad and stop it. Know where triggers you to be sad and don't go there. Know the act and the action that triggers you to be sad. Don't do it. I was speaking to an elderly woman. She was saying there is this person. He doesn't call me or she doesn't call me just to check on me. But whenever she has um, anything to say to me, like, oh, she has achieved this, let me put it, any achievement, that's when she calls me, that's when she rings me. And it makes me feel somehow. I said, okay, it makes you feel somehow. I said, how somehow do you mean? Do you mean jealous? She said, not jealous per se, but I don't have certain things, and sometimes I reach out to you, you don't take your call. And when you reach out to me, it's either you want to tell me you bought a new car, or you bought a new house, or you bought a new phone, or you bought a new thing. So that makes me feel somehow. That in our words, I said, okay. I said, if it makes you feel somehow, when next you see her call, I'm not going to tell you to not pick, but give it some time. Don't just speak straight up because it's going to make you feel sad and you have the power to control yourself. Now, religious people, I am a Christian, by the way. Religious people will make you feel like that is the spirit of jealousy coming. You are being jealous. Because if somebody calls you to want to tell you their good news, it means that you are jealous. It means that if no, listen, if somebody only calls you every single time, when you call, you try to call that person, the person is not taking his or her call, and whenever the person returns the call, the discussion is just about that person, what the person has achieved, what the person has, what the person is. You can, if it makes you feel bad, I, for one, I may not do it like that, but if it makes you feel bad, slow down. I'm not saying cut the person off. No, that's not what I'm preaching to you. I'm not saying ignore the person. That's not what I'm preaching to you. But if it makes you feel bad, if it makes you feel sad, if it makes you if it makes you feel so little, you know what? Pause it for a moment. Later on, return the call. Did you get that? I didn't say ignore the person. I didn't say block the person. We are coming to blocking people. Yes, we are coming there. I didn't say um, harm the person. No, I said slow down. Slow down. You will get there. Every people want us to be at the same stage or the same phase in our lives, but no. I blessing Imafidon. I'm telling you today, no. And anybody is going to preach that sermon to you, that person, you are wrong. We all cannot be at the same level at the same time. You can be at level 10, I can be at level 15. I should be able to understand that, oh, okay, you are in level 10. I should be able to understand. I'm not going to to badmouth you. I'm not going to make you feel less of yourself because you're not in level 15 yet. You will certainly get there as time and as age progresses. So do not listen to people who makes you feel that you are jealous when somebody reach out to you on certain things. You know, there are some people, I said to my mom, I always discuss with my mom and my twin sister. In fact, we discuss every single time of the day. I said to them, I said, before, people share their good news just to make you like make you know what God is doing in their lives and make you know how hard they've worked. But now people share their good news to intimidate you. I quote me, Blessing Imafidon, quote me. Before, in the time of my mom, their age, 50 years upward, people share their good news to call you to join them to thank God, to tell you this is what God has done, this is how far God has brought me. But now, people share their good news to intimidate you. People share their good news to make you feel less of yourself. People share their good news to make you feel you're not doing enough. That's what they tell you when they share their good news. Not everyone, a lot of people, or some people, they share their good news to you to make you feel you're not doing enough. I'm working so hard. That's why I'm here. That's why I can do this. That's why I can do that. But no, slow down. Slow down on anything you want to do. Slow down on that call you want to take. If it's going to trigger sadness in you, slow down on it. You're going to return the call later. Because I don't want you to get to that point where you become jealous. I don't want you to get to that point where you become envious and disastrous. So, in a bid to not get to that point, you have to slow down on certain things. You have to tell yourself, okay, I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Every man to continue it today, but I just felt led to talk about you will be fine. And I'm telling you what to do and what not to do in order to be fine. The year is coming to an end. A lot of us are so um how do I put it? So overwhelmed with those things we've not achieved. A lot of us are so downtrodden because of those things we've not achieved. You will be you will be fine. And don't you look at your neighbor, don't you look at your friends, don't you look at your family members, seeing what they've achieved, and you look yourself so less. No, we all are not going to achieve things the same way. I can give you scriptural example and I can give you life example. Let's go to the scriptural example. Sarah, she didn't quite have children early. Okay, you all know the story of Sarah. Let's talk about Elizabeth and Mary. Elizabeth, she had to wait. She had to wait. But did it happen? Yes, it did happen. It did happen. Even David, when they come and when they came, they took everything from David. Was he fine? He was fine. In his conscious state, he had to ask, what should I do? Should I pursue? Should I overtake? And an instruction came from God. Do it. He was fine at the end of the day. So, in a nutshell, be calm, be calm. Forget those things that you have not achieved. Forget it. Where you are supposed to blame yourself is when you're not doing anything. Did you catch that? When you're not doing anything, it's all right to be downtrodden and like, whew, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing anything. But if you're doing something and it's not just working, a lot of people do a lot of things, but it's not just working. Now, this is my advice for you. Change how you've been doing it because you can do things the same way and expect a different result. You have to change how you've been doing it. It could be the same thing you are doing, but how matters. So change how you've been doing it. Have you been trying to save and you said to yourself in January 2025, which is this year that's about to end, you'll be like, I am going to try so hard to save 10,000 this year 2025. So in order to save 10,000 this year 2025, you should be able to save maybe like 100,000, £100 every week, or 100, um, yeah, £100 every week, or £125 every week. So you will be able to get 10,000 or 12,000 by the end of the year. You were not able to do it. Now, this is how to achieve that. If you have been saying, I'm just going to take £100 or £120 from my wage every week, it may not work that way. In 2026, you have to change. It's either you change clockwise or anti-clockwise. It depends. So long as it works for you. That's how you're going to be able to achieve that. But while you are trying to change your pattern, while you are trying to change how to achieve what you want to achieve, calm down, slow down. You will be fine. You will be fine. Don't don't be so bothered. Know and identify those things that triggers those sad moments in your life, and try as much as possible to stay away from them. You can tell me you don't know those things that trigger sad moments in your life. Looking at people's posts could trigger sad moments in your life. Going certain places can trigger sad moments in your life. Doing certain things could trigger sad moments in your life. Stop it. That's all I've come to tell you today. Stop it and you will be fine. You can't keep doing it and expect to be fine. You can't keep doing those things that triggers this sad moment in your life and expect to be fine. How can you be fine? How can you be fine? You go somewhere where it's like it drains your energy. You just can't place your hands on it. But you just realize that whenever I come here, it just drains my energy. Or whenever I do these things, it just drains my energy. Why do you keep going there? Why do you do it? Why do you do it? Let's take example of people who drinks. You know, when you drink, he just mess up with your system. And the next thing, it makes you stay in a corner and just having this overwhelming feeling. Why do you drink? Why do you drink? It doesn't work for you. Why do you drink? Let's not talk about the medical side effect now. I'm just talking what he does to you, how it messes up your your total being, psychologically, emotionally, mentally, how it messes you up. Why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep doing it? He drains your energy. He makes you sad. Why do you keep doing it? You you are bound to be sad when you keep doing those things that trigger sad moments in your life. You are bound to be sad. Okay, somebody is out there asking me, what if it's something I cannot help? If it's something that I cannot stay away from? There is nothing on earth that you cannot stay away from. There is nothing on earth that you cannot stop. And there is nothing on earth that you cannot change. If you're in the workplace and the workplace you're having this overwhelming feeling, and the feeling is just too much that you cannot explain what's just happening around you. I don't understand what you're doing there. Not in a world like this. I'm in the United Kingdom at the moment, so I'm judging from where I am based. Not in the United Kingdom where you can from here, from point A, go to point B. The only problem a lot of us have is that laziness to do it. Let me tell you, Somebody said to me, I think 3 years ago, she said, Blessing, it's all the same here. If you live here and go to this place, it's all the same. I believed that first. I really believed that first. But it got to a point I said, no, it cannot be the same here. It's just that you have been lazy. I didn't say that to her. I just said to myself, that lady has been lazy to take a walk, to experiment. You cannot be in a particular location and say it's like that here. No, it's not like that here. Just don't be lazy. Try to take a walk and see other places, and you will see that it's not the same here. There are big, big, big differences when you go from here to here. And I'm going to tell you today, not until you see what you are looking for, don't stop moving. This is tested and trusted. Not until you see what you are looking for, don't stop moving. Keep moving, keep pushing, keep doing those things until you see what you're looking for. The problem we have is we don't want to leave our comfort zone. Some of us we've been stuck somewhere. You know why we are stuck? Because we feel like I've already grown here and I've been here for 5 years. If I have to live here and go to another place, I'm going to start from scratch. Do you know that you can be somewhere for 5 years and be stunted there? And you can go to another place and start from the scratch. In the next 3 years, you are up here. Meanwhile, you were down, you were here, you've been here for a couple of years, 5 years, you are still here. And you came to this point B to start afresh, you are here. Why can't you move? You will be fine if you learn to leave your comfort zone. Your mortgage or your rent, pay your bills, and pay your transport or your fuel, petrol, whatever, diesel. That's the only thing it does for you. You don't even have what you keep to yourself. But when you speak to people like that, they'll be like, hey, I've been here for a long time. I just feel comfortable. Yeah, you're comfortable. That's totally fine. But at the same time, if you do not leave your comfort zone, sometimes you don't amount to anything. If you do not stop how you've been doing certain things and start up a different way of doing it, you won't be fine. So I've come to tell you today, identify those things that trigger sadness in you. Stop it. Identify those places that trigger sadness in you. Maybe the way they do their things, it doesn't resonate with you. That's personal. Don't go there. Identify actions that trigger sad moment or sadness in you and stop it. Stop it. Don't be scared of being judged. Whether you do the right thing, whether you do the wrong thing, somebody out there is still going to judge you. That's how life is. Somebody out there is still going to judge you. You think you're going to be perfect? No. The only perfect person is Jesus. You will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. You can only walk towards perfection. So if you say, I feel stuck here, I feel not happy anymore here, and you want to move, You want to take a move. That is totally fine. Don't be scared of being judged because it has limited a lot of people. The fear of being judged, like, I don't know, they're going to judge me this, they're going to judge me if I do that. And if you don't even try something, you won't know the place you are in is perfect for you. That's how the life works. It's just like an arrow. It's just like an arrow. If you don't try a new thing, you won't know the previous one is better. So that is why we encourage you to try, not try everything, because trying everything is you putting yourself in danger. You don't want to do that. But it's okay to sometimes try. If you feel overwhelmed about anything or about any place or about any person, you can say, okay, let me try something different. It's okay. It's okay to try something different. It's okay to not, it's okay to not just overwhelm yourself. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Identify those things and just say, in 2026, I don't want to do that. I made this decision in 2025. I made that decision in 2025. I identified those things that when I see, or those places when I go, or those actions when I just put them up, it just drains me. I have no explanation for it. It just drains me. Like, it just steals my peace and steals my happiness. Before you know, I'm just grumpy again. I'm like, what is this? I am all right. I am good. I'm not supposed to be sad. Why am I sad? As soon as I identify those things, I excused myself and I became happy again. I can't say I'm the happiest woman in the world. No, that's not the message I've come to preach to you. I just only tell you that I am all right. I am fine. And these are the things that have helped me. I was not taught. I just, in a moment of deep thinking, because when most of the time when you are not happy, you are a deep thinker because you want to think, what's happening to me? Why am I not happy? Why am I not here? Why have I not been able to achieve this? Why have I not been able to get this? You start thinking. And when I started thinking, that was when I started identifying those things that just pulls me down. It drains my energy and it just makes me feel not okay. I discussed with my husband, and my husband said, you know what? I'm going to tell you. Stay away from those things that doesn't make you happy. Stay away from those things that don't give you joy. Identify them. I'm not going to identify them for you. You are going to identify them yourself. And I started identifying them. And I had to drop them one after the other. I tried to drop them. At that moment, I didn't care what people say. I didn't care what people think. I was just saying, let me try something different. Maybe when I try something different, I would now realize that the previous state was better. But guess what? I tried something different and I preferred a new one. Yes. I didn't say the previous state was bad. It could be the preferred state for another person. That's why I said life is relative. My previous state, which is wasn't too good for me, could be your preferred state, which is perfect for you. And your previous state, which wasn't too good for you, could be my preferred state, which is best for me. That's how life works. So be mindful of those people who want you to do things their way, the same way they do things, how they talk, how they move, how they speak, how they act. We are different people. If you watch my palm, this is different and this is quite different. You could see the difference in my palm. That's how life is. So do not listen to people who wants to tell you to do things their way, to act their way, to speak or talk their way. No, you are special and you're unique. You have to hold on to your specialty. If everybody, okay, somebody was saying to me, same 3 years ago, she said, some people are so quiet looking, but they are so raging when you see them. The First question I asked her, I said, "What do you mean raging?" And she said, they can have a quiet looking face, but very raging, like they are very, very harsh and very, very stuff like that. I said, okay. I said, what do you call raging? I'm gonna tell you. If everybody is quiet, the world won't be a beautiful place. If everybody is noisy, the world won't be a beautiful place. And if everybody has a quiet looking face, the world won't be a beautiful place. If everybody has a fierce looking face, the world won't be a beautiful place. I said, you know what? We complement each other. Some have a quiet looking face, some have raging looking face, and some are very quiet and calm, while some are very loud. You know what? We complement each other. Do not make those people who are so noisy feel like, oh, they are too noisy. I don't like them. You are not perfect either. They are noisy. That's who they are. You may not like noisy people. That's your personal business. Put it to you. Don't make it a law. That is why I hate places, or I don't like people who wants to make certain things a law for everybody. How to behave, how to act. We know the general way to behave politely. That's general way to behave. That just a moment, please. That's a general way to behave. It's totally fine. It's totally acceptable. Be polite to people. Don't be arrogant. Don't be rude to people. Respect everyone. It's a general way to behave. But how I talk, how I should walk, how I should say hello to people should not be generalized. You could say, hey, hello, how are you? And I can say, hiya, are you okay? We are all saying the same thing, but in a different perspective, in a different way. Is that understood? So in 2025, as you journey into 2026, identify those things that trigger sad moment in you and stay away from them. Identify those things that trigger sad moment. Stay away from them. No one is going to judge you, but if at all anyone judge you, this is what you should do. Put them behind you. They are not in your shoes, so they're not going to tell you how to act. Thank you so much, Promise. Thank you so much, Promise. They are not going to tell you how to act because they don't know how you feel on your inside. So how do you want them to understand?